Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today is the 5th of December 2019 and we're going to reflect on Matthew chapter 7, 21 and 24 to 27. Listen. Jesus said, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father in heaven. Everyone then who hears these words of mine and acts on them will be like a wise man who built his house on rock. The rain fell, the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house, but it did not fall because it had been founded on rock. And everyone who hears these words of mine and does not act on them will be like a foolish man who built his house on sand. The rain fell, and the floods came, and the wind blew and beat against that house, and it fell, and great was its fall." The Gospel of the Lord. Many years ago, I was in the Caribbean on mission. The Caribbean largely consists of groups of islands, and you go from one island to the next, either in little planes that grunt and groan as they fly, or by boats which leap and bounce as they sail. I preferred the planes because the boats made me nauseous. However, sometimes we didn't have a choice but to take a boat, and I somehow managed to act like all was well with the world. However, there was this one occasion when the sea was particularly rough, and I couldn't pretend I was okay. Half the passengers were heaving the contents of their breakfast over the side of the boat, and I might have joined them had I not realized something. There was a rock in the middle of the sea, and I noticed that if I kept my eyes fixed on the rock, things around me seemed more stable, and in a few moments I felt fine. Thinking about it later, I realized that this is a principle that works with life too. Very often, everything around us seems to be in a state of flux. There are storms that hit us. There is turbulence that we face. There are mighty upheavals, and naturally, we get rattled by it. But if we keep our eyes on the rock that is Jesus, we can get through without too much difficulty. That seems to be one of the points of today's story. We need to anchor our lives on something solid, and everything in the world is fluid. There is only one thing that is immovable, and that is the rock that is Christ. Scripture declares that Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. And when we keep our eyes on him, we're able to get through storms. Not only that, but we can walk on rough waters as well. Remember Peter? He walked on water in the middle of a storm. And how did he do this? Simply by keeping his eyes on Jesus. The moment he took them off Jesus, he began to sink because he saw the storm. We also can walk on water if we keep our eyes on Jesus. He is the rock. I wrote a song last year about walking on water, and a few of my young friends sang it for me. Do take a listen. Here it is. Walking on water. But for those of you who like to hear me sing it, Peter walked on water when the water was rough. When the storm was blowing and the going was tough, he kept his eyes on Jesus and did what nobody could. He walked on water, and I bet he felt good. When I am lonesome and I'm feeling all blue, when life seems awful and I can't get through, there's only one thing that I need to do, and that is, dear Lord, to fix my eyes on you. If you want to walk on water, do what Peter did. Keep your eyes on Jesus and not on the wind, 'cause storms will keep blowing, there'll be trouble and strife. But with your eyes on Jesus, you'll sail through life. God bless you.